USA. Good crowd here as usual, over 40,000. Getting a little bit warmer as the day has gone on. Temperatures in the 50s. And in lane 6, as promised, Team USA.
We see Brianna Nelson here as the leadoff leg. This is her first appearance at Penn Relays as an emerging elite. Last year she was here as part of Texas's winning team on the 4x4 at Penn Relays.
And right next to them in lane 7, as you would expect, Jamaica.
Interesting team here. Day, Hall, Leroy, and McPherson. Three of these young ladies were part of the 4x400 meters last year at the Commonwealth Games that brought home the gold medal. So Jamaica is contending in the 4x4 relay.
Back to my YouTube channels. My name is Tim Tesi. So guys, I want us to watch this powerful race from Jamaica, Team USA, Team Canada, and when you see Jamaica in race and United States, don't miss that. So let's watch this race. It's a combination of races, 4x100 meters. Let's watch this race and then I'll come back with the more comment.
USA in lane 6 and Jamaica in 7. For more on the two-time Olympic gold medalists who will be running the anchor leg for the USA women here in the 4x4, let's go on the field and check in with Carolyn.
Paul, in speaking with USA head coach Dennis Mitchell, it really becomes clear just how invaluable veteran leadership is to this team to guide the next generation of great runners who are starting to bloom. And he told me he's so confident in a leader like Dee Dee Trotter that he can literally say at practice, 4x4 girls, go over there, Dee Dee, and turn his back and know that she's going to do what she needs to do. She's going to motivate them. She's going to help the girls get comfortable in the system. And he said, you know, the same goes for Dustin Gatlin with the 4x1. These veterans, Wallace Spearman among them, are with the young athletes all the way into the call room before a race when Mitchell isn't there. He told me he simply could not think of trading that kind of leadership.
Dee Dee Trotter is really an inspirational athlete, and I got to speak to her yesterday as well, and I've run with her for quite a few years. And she's rebranding herself and really running for the people for the next couple years. She's really excited about sharing her gift and her talent with the world in a way that's different than the way she's done it in the past.
What's the best thing about her as a runner that you notice, not only as a fan watching her, but you said that you've run with her and trained with her as well?
She is a very intense athlete. She's not going to give up. No matter what happens and what position she hands that stick off of, it's still going to be a race when Dee Dee Trotter gets that stick as the anchor leg.
And when you get to age 32, what sort of talents can you rely on at that point? As you, maybe the body not quite what it used to be, but hopefully the mind sharper than ever.
Well, you're smarter, and your work ethic is just as strong as it was when you were a young athlete, and that's where I think she has the advantage. She knows exactly what she needs to do to be successful at that level.
The first young lady in lanes all the way. The second young lady will run that turn in lanes and then break for the ball.
Nike women's 4x400 meters. Dee Dee Trotter will be running the anchor leg. USA, either red or the blue team, has won this event each of the last 15 years. Running the lead off for Team USA, Brianna Nelson. The youngest of the four running for Team USA, 22, an All-American at the University of Texas last year.
Christine Day from Jamaica is really putting in an outstanding run. We'll see if we can't get a split on her.
Christine Day, outstanding job for Jamaica. Hands off to Patricia Hall with Jamaica well in the lead.
Patricia's also 32 years old, so she's going to be running from a place of experience.
Patricia, 2006 All-American while running at the University of Tennessee. And running in the lead here in the second leg of the Nike women's 4x400 meters.
In second place for Canada, that's Fawn Dorr. She was an All-American while at Penn State in the 400-meter hurdles. She's been here many times as a collegiate athlete running that 4x4 relay.
Jamaica in first, Canada in second, and Team USA in third.
Well, that's little Shapri Romero, formerly from the University of Arizona. She didn't even know if she'd run competitively in college till Fred Harvey got his hands on her. She turned out to be an outstanding college runner. Excellent second leg for Shapri Romero from the USA team.
Anastasia Leroy from Jamaica, age 27, in the lead. And Janelle Hayes, just behind for Team USA. Canada has slipped back to third place.
Well, Jamaica has a lot of experience. The ages of these athletes, 28, 32, 27. You know, when you're around that long, you run in a lot of races, so they certainly are the more experienced bunch out there.
So for Jamaica, Stephanie Ann McPherson running the final leg, starts out in the lead, just ahead, comfortably ahead of Dee Trotter.
Dee Trotter for the U.S.
Keep an eye on Dee Trotter's last 200 meters. Dee tends to chill at the beginning of the race, but really build at the end, and nobody closes like Dee. Dee can close on the best of them, like Sanya Richards-Ross and Francina McCrory. Just watch her tempo and watch her rhythm as she comes down the home stretch.
Stephanie Ann McPherson holding on to the lead right now for Jamaica. See what Dee Trotter can do coming down the home stretch.
Dee said her training's been going well, and she's looking to put down a good race here.
Too much of a lead for Jamaica, though. Stephanie Ann McPherson cruises. Jamaica cruises to the win in the Nike Women's 4x400.
Race to cap these championships, and it wouldn't be a women's 4x4 in global competition without Team Poland.
Yep, they've never won gold in this event, but they are perennial powerhouses indoors and out in this 4x4 relay. They were on the podium for 3 straight World Indoors, 2016, 2018, and 2022, and then didn't make it out of the heats last year in Glasgow at the World Indoor Championships.
And then over to Team USA. Quinera Hayes, Bailey Lear, Rosie Effiong, and Alexis Holmes.
And of course, Alexis Holmes, a silver medalist in the individual 400. She'll be counted on to anchor the Americans home.
Team Australia, Ellie Beer, Ella Connolly, Pasquale, and Pollard.
This is China's second time contesting this event at World Indoors, and the first time since 1995 when they finished in 5th.
And we saw a team from Sri Lanka on the men's side, and now we have a squad from there for the women's race.
Yep, so history for Sri Lanka in both the men's and the women's event. The men ran a national record 3:10 for 5th. The women trying to create some similar history for their home nation. So the United States here will be favored, but they'll be, I think, challenged by the Poles, who will be on the outside in 6. Of course, the leadoff leg. Hayes, the Olympic trials winner back in 2021.
Women's 4x400 meter relay. There was to have been a 6-team in this race, Brazil, but they did not come to the start line. So 5 teams vying for those 3 medals on the final podium ceremony at these championships in Nanjing. And Quinera Hayes out to a very strong first lap, but now past those cones and can take the lead. Sveti Ersitic, the veteran for Poland, now right there in second.
Yeah, just like we saw Elijah Godwin do for the American men, Quinera Hayes ran a very strong first leg, but like Elijah Godwin, she's got to be able to hold off these challenges now here from both Poland and Australia.
That's Ellie Beer of Australia in third as they come now into that first exchange. As the U.S. and Poland nearly side by side as they head out on the second leg here. Bailey Lear of the United States and Alexandra Formella of Poland.
Lear putting a little bit of distance now between herself and Formella. And she's run a really good first half of this leg. She's got about 5 meters between her and second.
That's Ella Connolly of Australia in third. Trying to keep in contact with Formella, but now kind of equidistance between first, second, and third. Maybe a little bit of a gain by Poland here in the final stretches of this second leg as Lear tries to power home for the second exchange. The U.S. will continue to lead here, but it is going to be close once again as that lead grew and then shrunk at the line.
Yeah, Lear did a good job of sort of fighting to hold her form when she felt the fatigue, and it's what was able to help her hold off Poland. As now Effiong, who made the individual 400 final here in Nanjing, opens up a big lead over these other third legs.
So second 200 of this third and penultimate leg of the women's 4x4. Alexis Holmes waiting in the wings here to take the baton for Team USA and try to give the men and the women a sweep to end these championships.
This race is effectively over. There's no way you can close this sort of a lead with the world indoor silver medalist getting the baton now, Holmes.
Poland in that silver medal position, Australia in bronze. No sign of now the exchange for China and Sri Lanka, but look at this lead now extending as Alexis Holmes one lap away from gold.
Well, we thought the Polish women would give the United States a run. Yeah, for about the first two legs. This is over, and in case this surprises you, it shouldn't. The United States women in this 4x4 have been extremely dominant, particularly at the Olympics, where they have won gold in the last 8 Olympic Games. And Alexis Holmes, with essentially a victory lap here, she'll take home silver in the individual 4-paw and a gold medal here.
So Team USA takes the victory and the gold, and Poland trying to hold off Australia for the silver and will do so, but getting across the line nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back. Hope you have watched a full race. When you see Jamaica, when you see United States in a race, that is a race it's a race to watch, because Jamaica and United States, they have been competing for so long time, and when Jamaica win, they normally be followed by United States, and that has been in history, because the United States normally fear Jamaica, and Jamaica normally fear United States. So when you saw those races, those two countries in races, it's a race to watch, and most of times Jamaica normally wins these races, because Jamaica has been dominating these races for over 50 years. Imagine leading a race, leading a cold for over 50 years. It's not easy. Jamaica being the home of sprinters, they have tried the best to have raised their flag. Being the small island in Caribbean, it has imagined to be the world most sprinters, because Usain Bolt is the fastest man in earth, is from Jamaica, and so talents are being in Jamaica. So hope you have watched that race. Jamaica has been performing, Jamaica has been winning, followed closely by Team USA and Canada, and that another race, United States has won the race, followed by Jamaica. When you just see those two countries, they are the friendly countries, and they have been really dominating this race for so long. And somebody asked him, Tess, you are normally favored Jamaica ahead of United States, because one time we United States we destroyed Jamaica. I know that last year United States beats Jamaica in Olympic Paris, but we know how really it's a fact that Jamaica being beaten once, I know they will just bounce back this year, and Jamaica has been really performing country across all over the world in terms of sprinters. It's on record. and just winning in over 50 years is not easy. And for those countries that has participated in these races, you know it's not easy to participate in a race. And seeing a country came and participated in these races, it's a honor. And that's what's happening in Team USA. And Jamaica being the center of sprinters, they have also influence in Africa, because most Africans also, they have just started running the short races, because Africa were made to be in long races, but recently we have witnessed African also starting rising in short races. And this shows that Jamaica and Africa, they are just the same, they are just their brothers and sisters, and they are competing very well. And that is the race that has passed, and Jamaica has been winning the gold, followed by the Team USA. So all those teams normally followed behind and winning the medal. Thank you so much for watching that race. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and in comment section let's interact. My Jamaicans people want to see why we normally dominate so many races, and give us the medicine you normally use, because other countries, they have tried so much, they have been trained so much so that they can beat Jamaica, but they haven't come even behind to beat Jamaica. Jamaica is unbeatable. It's unbelievable. I normally say the instant speed that is in Jamaica is on high level, and they have so many talents. We have the Tina Clinton is there. They are the upcoming. We have the Bravel. So many people, they are upcoming in Jamaica. Kindly for watching me. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Bye for now. See you next.